there, Virgo. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this reading finds you well. Welcome to your mid-February 2019 readings. I'm really sorry that I didn't get to do your February reading. My daddy was admitted to the hospital, and I literally saw my Virgo family members was crying and stuff like that. It was hard for me to be doing readings for all the signs that are really, really attached to me. You know what I mean? Especially attached to my family. So I'm really sorry about that. Like Sagittarius, Gemini, Pisces, it's very, very hard for me to be doing that because I have a lot of family members, and then we were going through, I'm not going to say it's an emotional mess though, but it's just, well, a journey. So anyway, for those of you who are new to my channel, this is going to be your relationship spread, meaning that you could always apply this with anyone in your life. It could be with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, exes, crushes, fiance, family members, anyone. I am basically just going to be picking up your relationship energy in general, all right? And don't forget to also check your sun, moon, or Venus sign, because I tend to realize that with my readings, I resonate much more with my Venus sign rather than my sun sign. So let's talk now. Virgo, your overall energy for the now, you have the Nine of Swords, you have the Eight of Wands, you have the Empress card in reverse, and then you have the Princess of Chalices. So if you're only dealing with one person, the feeling is quite mixed up, you know what I mean? Because with the Nine of Swords, there are so many things that is haunting you, that's bringing you like a lot of anxieties, the thing that you overthink, especially late at night when you're just alone by yourself, and everything is just quiet. You can't help but to have your mind racing for all the possibilities and everything that you've been anxious about. There is an information here that you're getting that could maybe add up to that Nine of Swords attitude. The Empress card in reverse is the energy or the actions that, you know what, I think I need to be stopping to do something for this person. So it's either I need to stop helping them, or I need to stop doing something nice for them because these things are way too much for my head to handle. But deep down inside, there's no denial that you still feel like an immense type of love for this person. But it's just that now your actions is kind of like quite backing away a bit here. The Princess of Chalices is a card that is really, really emotionally open and vulnerable. You know what I mean? The one downside that I felt with this Princess of Chalices, especially this particular deck of mine, is because this person is just like a little young girl who is so in love and who adores somebody so much. Be careful of not taking things like way, way, way too personally. Okay, because the Prince of Chalices, especially this particular deck of mine, have the tendency to do that. So what is the challenge of this relationship? You have the Hangman in reverse, and you also have the Hermit card in reverse. So somebody in your midst is having a trouble of understanding you. I feel like both of you have a problem of understanding one another. You know what I mean? There is just like so many differences, but it's not a bad thing though. And then there's the inability to look within as well. So the person that you're dealing with is not the type of person who owns something. It's like every time you confront them, they are able to confront you back without them actually asking this themselves, like, what have I contributed to the mistake of this relationship so that this relationship could go this way? It's pretty tough because it's like a two, you know, battling masculine energy going on in here. I feel like in the past, you guys are really, really emotionally stable in the way that you want them, although you truly understand that the friendship aspect of the relationship is not there. You know, it's no longer there. There is no respect going on. There is no you guys sharing a secret like your best friends. I mean, the best friend aspect of the relationship is kind of like quite gone. The communication aspect is also quite gone. But you still feel very, very emotionally connected to this person on all level, okay? So you're being emotionally really, really stable here. That person in the past, they were losing it. You know, they were having the Strength card in reverse. And they also have the Four of Swords in reverse. So the feeling is kind of like quite mutual. Virgo, there are like a lot of things, even in the past, that they overthink a lot and they try to calm down their mind, but then they couldn't. And they might be kind of like quite attacking you or confronting you or basically saying something about it, so they're no longer shutting up. And I don't know why, it's kind of weird, but I feel like you enjoy it when they do that because it's like, oh, finally I got a reaction, or okay, finally now I know why you're behaving odd, or finally now I know why you've been acting a certain type of way. because they kind of like blew up in the past. And then the best part about you, Virgo, is that you still are the Princess of Pentacles. So you're still emotionally really, really stable. You're still very much responsible here, especially with the Ten of Wands here. So you own it and you own that responsibilities. Just make sure that the responsibilities and the burden of the responsibilities is actually being handled by two people and not just you, because here the way that I see it is you are the person who is planning all these things, whereas this person is the one who is losing it. You know what I mean? Not losing it as if like they're losing feelings, but they're being a bit impatient. Lima kartu masa sekarang. By the way, I'm Indonesian, so if you're hearing me muttering like non-English words, it means that I am talking in Indonesia, right? Lima kartu masa sekarang. Lima kartu masa depan. I feel like in the now, you are much more focusing on your money and your work as well and everything that makes you happy. It's a bit different energy than we have in the past though, because right now you are the Queen of Swords. So there is like a lot of trust issues, skepticism, things that is happening right now because of, you know, the energy that you have, the Eight of Swords. I feel like there's something here that you found out. You have the Tower card, so it's either informations or just something, okay, that makes you kind of like quite skeptic towards them. And you know, you have the Five of Pentacles here. So with the Five of Pentacles, they are quite disappointed and in you and also in themselves. And it's like when that Tower moment happened and then you shut down, you became quite cold and you're focusing so much on your independence. It's like they lost their will to fight. So they're just sitting out there and waiting for the rain to pass. Basically, that's it. It's either they're a bit ashamed of confronting you as well. They're ashamed of talking to you too. I don't know, like they're kind of like losing their will to fight. They also have the Wheel of the Year here. So they're still expecting for this relationship to grow in a good way. We see a bit of a turnaround in here. So from them being really cold and impatient, and now they're becoming somebody who is just like, okay, you know what? In Indonesia we call it ikhlas, you know, when we get okay, you know. But they still do have high hopes of this relationship, you know what I mean? They still think that this is something that is meant to be. Lima kartu masa depan. Damn. I love the fact that in the future you are much more masculine energy. So you have no problem at all to address what is it that you want, to set pace of the relationship, to dictate where this relationship is going, to dictate what is it that you want from them and what is it that you don't want from them. I love that. Okay. But the thing is that a person that you're dealing with, this person has the King of Swords. I don't know what makes them feel this way, because you're feeling all right, you know, you're starting to get all lovey-dovey again, you're starting to be open up towards them again, but it's just that they're the Swords. Who got this reading? I think I did a reading kind of similar towards it, you know what I mean? Right. Okay, so here's the thing. This person that you're dealing with, you know, even in the future, they still have faith. You know, they still have faith that if they were to be doing something for this relationship to grow, it's going to lead into something that is beautiful. And they still feel the immense connection that they felt towards you. But the thing is that they're not really sure about where they stand in your life. I think your love language with them is quite different. So what they need to feel love is a bit different than what you need to feel love. And normally human beings actually have the tendency to act, you know, to act or show their love based on their own love languages. So there's a bit of mismatching in here. And this person does have a bit of fear of abandonment and betrayal as well. I think I did a reading for a sign that was similar like this, but I forgot who that was. So they're kind of like overthinking it. So they like the fact that you felt the connections already. They like the fact that you are, you are kind of like expecting this relationship to grow, although you want to kind of like buy your time a bit. But it's just because of the love languages that is a bit different. They are still quite unsure. King of Swords is also somebody who needs a lot of affirmations and confirmations about how truly they mean the world to you and everything like that on a daily basis. Because if you don't give them that supply of confirmations and affirmations, they kind of like, oh no, 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 no. They get into their side of them. They do have that fear, that insecurities that they have inside of them. So just be mindful of that. But it kind of like comes from a place of love though. So it's looking good, but they're just unsure whether you want them or not. But it's like clear in here, like you want them, but I think it's just like a love language difference. All right. So I think that's it for my reading for you, Virgo. I hope you enjoy it and you find a lot of clarity in here. I'll see you guys next week for your weekly reading. Bye-bye.